Hey, what's up, everybody? Dan Gaspar here with TJ Zwarych, and we're going to take a look at Betcha App here today. Take a closer look at some of the props and the markets that are available to bet. For those of you that are not familiar, you can go ahead to the App Store and download Betcha. We have the promo code Grinders, where you will get 100% back of your first deposit, up to $200, I believe that is. So you go to there, deposit 200 and you get your 200 back in return. I took advantage of this, and then I'm not gonna lie, I lost my money pretty quickly. TJ, have you been able to play? I know you're in Canada, so I'm guessing no, but
Unfortunately, no, but I betcha the people watching thought they were going to get some Grant today, but he is getting married. So congrats to Grant. And we, we're still ready to use the great tools here, Rotogrinders, to help the people win some money. There's a few that have stood out to me as some good for potential parlays or just some standalone home run calls here. And I'm excited to get into it a little bit. I haven't been able to play Betcha, but hopefully they make their way to Canada here shortly.
yeah, and I mean, it sounds like you've actually already done more research than I think is typically done on this show. So unless you want to talk NBA Summer League, I'll tell you, or you can tell me where we want to go in terms of MLB games that we're looking at. I will do a quick Summer League plug though. Now that I mentioned them, we do have Summer League projections up at Rotogrinders. It's an information game, a lot different than normal NBA in terms of who's going to get the minutes. There's a lot of guesswork involved, and so it's kind of just an information game involved with that. So I could see there actually being fairly large edges in spots like that. If you see a certain player is going to be out, perhaps you'd be able to pounce on some of these other guys. But I'm not doing the NBA Summer League scene. It's too much work for me. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm focusing on MLB still. I got lots going on with this with RG stuff, baseball content, Agents of Fandom content. Fired up a new podcast called Ticket to Reality. I've been talking to Luch about joining them for some food for thought as we prep for the NFL, NBA here. It's I'm gonna wait till the regular season start. Take the no preseason football, no summer league basketball for me.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So let's go over to the MLB tab then here. You
And I mean,
mentioned
I'm
the
getting married in a month, so that should probably take the first priority. That should have been the first thing that I said. But I
last on the
mean,
list of why not to play
yeah,
NBA Summer League.
exactly.
All right, well, navigate me. Tell me where to go here in terms of what games stood out to you as potential places to place a prop bet here on Betcha.
So the first one I want to look at is actually the Angels and Orioles game. There is a player here in this game that, if as long as we have him available, Jared Walsh. It doesn't look like we do. No Jared Walsh. Okay,
No Walsh
that's okay.
available. We do have Trout. We got Otani. We got Taylor Ward, and sometimes they do add additional players once we get closer to first pitch.
So if we get some specific home run props on there, the one home run prop that stood out to me today is Jared Walsh. You can get him from like minus 600 through minus 750 through various places today. And I think that's a very interesting one. Specifically here, though, and I actually do think this is even more interesting from a total bases perspective as opposed to home runs, because we have Baltimore has pushed their fences back this year. It's a lot tougher to hit home runs than it has been in years past. But it's still Tyler Wells is nothing special, and Otani and Trout are two of the best hitters in all of baseball. So 1.5 total bases for both of them, I find very interesting today. And then from a pitching perspective, if we want to go over to the Mets game, the strikeout prop that I found the most interesting today was going to be Chris Bassett. He's coming off of a little COVID IL stint. He should be good to go, back to normal. This is a solid matchup against Miami. 5.5 pitching strikeouts, good pitching ballpark. That's something I like quite a bit today.
Yeah, and I got the bat projection, Derek Hardy's bat projections. He has Bassett as an over here as well. So let's try to put something together here for this game then. If we like Bassett over for the strikeouts, do we have a take on Pablo Lopez? The prop here that we have is 17.5 outs. Do you have a feeling either way? Obviously not a great matchup, but that's what we're looking about 6 innings for him there.
Yeah, I like Pablo Lopez. I don't like the matchup. That's probably one I would just want to leave. If I had a lean, it would be the over. But it's not one I think I'd aggressively want to go to.
Okay, and the going back to Cardi's projections with the bat, he has it at 5.73 innings pitched. So pretty accurately priced there, it looks like, from Betcha. So like you said, probably not a ton of edge in that one. If we're trying to create, we have to at least have 2 picks to be able to put one down here for a game. So we'll go with the Chris Bassett over. Do you have any takes on Brandon Nimmo or Starling Marte, or I guess even Jacob Stallings, opposite of Chris Bassett?
I think we could go Stallings under on hits, or we could go Marte over on the 0.5 runs and RBIs. The 1.5 hits and walks for Nimmo, that's one I'd want to leave. That's a pretty aggressive number. But 1 RBI or run for Marte, I think that's very reasonable. And 0.5 hits for Stallings. Let's look up Stallings and plate IQ here.
I like the. I mean, we're talking about the bottom of the order guy there. Correlates well with Bassett too. If Bassett's pitching well,
projected to hit 9th. 0.063 ISO against righties, 0.229 WOBA, 24% K percentage. I like this one quite a bit.
Yeah, so let's go with the Bassett over 5.5 strikeouts. Stallings
the lowest
under
hard hit percentage on the team.
Yeah, he's not a very good hitter. I mean, that's pretty easy. So again, with 2 picks, we would be getting 2.5 back on our bet or on our money. Again, let's go to a different game and see if we can put maybe like a 4-pick parlay, which would be, I believe, 10x. So let's abandon this one. Let's pick out one more game. Did you have one more game you wanted to look at, or should I just kind of pick a random one here?
Yeah, so why don't we take a peek here at, we talked about on the FanDuel Friday strategy show that we were on earlier. You can find that for free on Rotogrinders or on YouTube. On top, we talked about potentially the White Sox game as a sneaky game, but the other one I want to look at potentially as well, we can maybe pull up a few here and kind of glance what we like best, would be either the Dodgers or the Braves.
All right, let's see what we can find.
The interesting thing here about DFS is like we don't have to worry about ownership, right? And so with this being that Trey Turner, Mookie Betts on top with maybe Tyler Anderson is somewhat interesting, but nothing. That looks pretty good, but not an aggressive standout. So I think we should peek the White Sox and we should peek,
let's see what we're both pretty bullish on White Sox offense in this one. So let's see if we can get. Yeah, we got some more runs and RBIs. Giolito at 6.5.
This is a great one, I think, because Baez runs and RBIs, I think, is even interesting to tie along with it. I think we can go Pollock, we can go Abreu, we can go Anderson. We can go all 3 of them here. And if we want, if there's something we like, I think we have the Giolito one on there. That's why.
Yeah. So let's go Pollock, Abreu, Anderson.
And then I think our last decision is, do we want under 15.5 outs for Skubal, or do we want over on Baez?
Yeah, because again, key to this is we're looking to correlate, right? So,
and to be fair, Giolito over 6.5 strikeouts is one of the better ones I've seen for us as well. I'm not sure what card he has.
I almost want to add Giolito and drop one of these hitters.
I think Pollock would be the one I'd want to drop if we're dropping a hitter.
All right, let's get to top of the order, guys. Let's go. So Screwball is very volatile. He can go either way, but the point of this one would be to kind of correlate it. So we would go under Screwball 15.5 outs. Giolito is the over pitching strikeouts, and then over hits and walks for Anderson, over hits and walks for Abreu. And so this would be 8.5 is your return on 4 picks here, if you hit that right.
Was Pollock? What was his on there?
Pollock was bases, I believe.
And so, do they include walks on this?
So they specify. So Anderson was hits plus walks, whereas Pollock and Abreu were total bases.
So a walk counts as one base, correct?
No,
it does not. Okay. Then yeah, let's stick with the Screwball and let's leave out Pollock. I almost don't mind going Baez over Screwball, like 15.5 outs. That's 5 1/3 inning. But at the same time, if we are thinking these batters are going to get to him, it's just 5 1/3 really isn't that much. If it was 6 innings, I'd feel very good about it. But 5 1/3.
I agree. I wouldn't even include him if it wasn't just a correlation thing. So like, I guess we would be fine even if we just wanted to do all the hitters. So leave Screwball out and do all the overs on the White Sox plus the Giolito over. I'm fine with that too. Multiple ways you can do it here.
I like Baez just in general because that's such a low number, but it doesn't have the correlation. And I think I do like Screwball over Pollock. So that would be the one I'd go with there.
All right. Awesome. So you can see that's kind of just how you do it here on Betcha. Easy enough. Really easy to do. Again, they have NBA Summer League out. We focused on baseball here. They have golf, League of Legends, F1, WNBA, huge variety of different places you can look if you're trying to shop for different props. This is the place to do it. But that's going to do it here. This is going to be
one that is a lot of fun when NBA and NFL come out. Baseball is always a tough. It's one of the tougher sports for props, I find. Basketball and football are when things really get interesting. So we're going to have some great content here at RG when Grant gets back with that coming. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button so that this shows up on people's homepages, and the explorers help us fight the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you check out the FanDuel Friday strategy video that Tuttle and I put out as well.
For sure. Sweet. So that's going to do it. Have a good day, guys.